Dear companion, let's get into the first part of sustainability. As you know, we are not over here to absecrate over anyone. What we will get after absecrating on others' achievements, success, purpose, or successful journey. Whatever they're getting, we mustn't have to absecrate over anyone. So that's kind of things are so that you're emotionally unstable and socially and immorally and spiritually you're not you don't have that kind of symptoms within you, so that's why you're feeling all these things in a arrogant way. So it is a kind of aggressiveness, hostile mentality, towards someone's what achievements, that kind of things. That's it. So um, that's it. We mustn't have to. So one thing you mustn't have to uh, m- do in your life, that never deflecate uh, the amount of money. Whenever you come to deflecate your money, then maybe something can happen with you, and then you can able to earn more with that money. So that's why you never have to misuse it. Because what if you come to disassemble your everything, whatever within you, and that kinds of things can truly can be the component. They're the symptoms that you are emotionally stable and mentally strong, so you have to be, who cares about you. So one thing you mustn't have to what forget, that you have to emasculate. If you can, you mustn't have to emasculate anyone's power strength. But if you have negative what power within you, energy or anything like that, that is leading you to a negative way or something like that, in that case you have to emasculate that things, so that you can able to uh, what direct yourself toward positivity, toward your career, toward where you could get something better. Not in a but in a special way, a moral and ethical way. So that's really matters. So uh, no one can get after a bit rating over anyone. If you come to bit rate by saying this person is not well, physically not fit, but the same he has, even he feels awkward, embarrassed, same at this time, and then you are talking in a shameless way. That's not good, man. So we have to think, we have to be concerned about it, and then we can simply uh, move ahead toward the things that you want to achieve in your life. So these are really matters. Except this, you have to what care about the future, not on the peoples. So let them be whatever they are. But if you want to suggest them, then you just have to suggest them in a spiritual, moral, and ethical way. So that's always matters. So if you are not doing and you are not in the process of leading them toward positivity, then you never have to you don't have a right to say whatever you like to say. So uh, we are not here to be flattered, to be convinced, persuaded by wheedle or any kind of things. We don't need that kind of things, and we don't believe in all these things. So whenever you are restless, in depression, restlessness, or anxiety, so don't gamble. Just meditate and break your muscles, gym, home workout, anything like that. Then you'll found the peace. The peace of mind you can gain from it, and then you feel like it's the world. What we need from our life, nothing. We just need the peace, and that's we have to live within it. So that's always matters. And another thing is one that we have to convoke with the people who are really attitude, diplomatic, tenacious, because we can get something really wide thing from those people, and then we have to simply amplify all these things over our life if we can. Even if we can, then we must have to what amplify all these things with times. Then we can simply know what we did over here, and then what we will do in the future. That kind of things we will learn from it. So keep learning, keep going. So if you guys are not thinking about all these things, then who cares about it? So whenever you come to contravene or even a little bit rule or anything like that, even in that case, don't worry. You will have some miseries to say it. What kind of things, if something's really even a rule is against moral, ethical, spiritual things, then we must have to break it. We have to contravene it. you know. If that is not done, we mustn't have to break. What we will get after breaking that kind of things or anything like that. And that's it. Whatever I would like to say, I'm searching through the channels where you guys are hearing. You guys are becoming familiar with the topics of these realities. You're not. You mustn't have to live in a myth. So that's it. Or would you like to conjecture? You know, would you like to gaze over any kind of things? That on the basis of past what evidence or anything like that. What you get? Conjecturing means since guess based on past evidence, then somehow you'll in the case of investigations or anything like that, you can be successful, whenever you go through this way. Or in the other hand, you cannot be success, because maybe past evidence can work or may not. So that's it. But you mustn't have to disseminate your positive part, so that if you have, but you must have to disseminate. If you couldn't disseminate your that negative part and have it, then you must have to, you know if you're not maybe it can be complicated, but it cannot be. It cannot remove itself until you don't want. So that's it. uh, you have to distribute the meat, whatever is over here, through a proper way, not in a negative way. So what even you guys are going to fix it through a arrogant, hostile, aggressive way, then I feel like it's not better. So the better one is you have to move through a positive way, and then simply you can able to get each and everything over here. That's matters in today's generation. So keep going. You mustn't have to divest over anyone's uh, perspective, perception. Whatever they have, we're not gonna care about it overall. So that's really a point of through the point of view. It's really matters in current situation and conditions. We have to go through this way, or that kind of things is gonna lead you towards somewhere where you wanna be in the future. Through what you can reach to a two-year destination through a symmetrical what from a symmetrical point of your journey, solitary journey, to that realistic journey. You'll get it after you had it, passion, consistency, persistency, perseverance, conscientiousness, inner discipline, inspiration. So all these things matters at the point. So if you come to uh, care about all these things at a time, then you might get something better than you might ever think about your career. So keep learning, keep growing, keep having that knowledge within your mentality. If you have that knowledge, then you feel like I'm. I think like I'm in a right positions. I have to be. I'm getting something better than yesterday. What I'm not getting, but in this case I'm getting better, and I have to keep these things as candlestick. If I'm not gonna keep it in a candlestick way, then nobody gonna care about it. So that's why I wanna say that no matter what other people come to say that, but I wanna be the person like who works in a cursory way. So if you can work without thinking, so done without. So you have to think about future consequences, whatever will happen after that incident or coincidence. But you have to remember that uh, that kind of things gonna lead you towards somewhere. You can be better person, mentally strong. And even it's people come to say that it's just anxious things, but it is not. You have to go through this anxious way, go through an anxious way, and then you have to get something better, that everyone might not have imagined. So a lot of people are over here, they just simply come to say that you cannot get, you cannot be the better person, but you are over here to be the better person, and you always have to be no more. Even a lot of people come to say that your argument is gonna be just a fault, your mistakes, whatever, you're gonna get nothing from it. But instead of arguing, you just simply keep chasing your dreams, and be disciplined. Self-discipline and self-awareness are only the lessons and the teachers of our life. We have to go through this way. So always remember that nobody's over here for you. So only thing you must have to remember that you have to be financially stable and mentally strong. So if you are, then you can simply get fish. That's it.